Hello everyone and welcome on this new weekly Forex analysis from Xtreme Trader. This is Salah speaking. Before we start, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and kindly leave a comment and share the video. Also don't forget please to join our free channel of Telegram to receive any updates about these signals that you are receiving here on YouTube. The channel name is Xtreme Trader Signals and you can also find the link in the description below of this video. Also, I would like to share with you our results in the VIP signals on Telegram because we really did so well last week. As you can see, my friends, I'm very happy to show you these results. As you can see, it's full of greens. Only 2 losses among these greens we had last week. I mean, this is really the real performance of Xtreme Trader, and we really hope to keep up this performance. But of course, we have to be aware that we can never promise the same results every single week. This is, of course, our VIP channel. Once you join it, you can join the 725 subscribers, and as you can see, thankfully these are the signals that we have sent there. As you can see, these are the results and I'm really proud about it, and I hope we'll continue providing you guys with the same signals quality. Again, my friends, to join the VIP you can just simply contact our support from the free channel. You can find the link right there in the description as well. So I will be honest with you guys, honestly I'm not feeling that well. I think I have got a strong cold and flu, so therefore this video is gonna be short. I actually just really want to get done with it and finish the analysis as soon as possible. So I hope I have your understanding if the analysis was very quick and just to the point. So right now for the EURUSD, as we can see based on daily chart, we have here of course a strong key level of a support ring line that has already been retested, as we can see, as a new level of a resistance trend line. And if we keep the channel also based on daily chart again, as you can see right here, just like that exactly, now we can expect actually from the pair to continue the rise till it reach the resistance exactly right here at 1.167, and that actually might be the best level to consider shorting the pound USD again, because most likely we're looking for a short as long as the market has just made actually a strong bearish breakout from this level of a long-term support trend line, and we already have here a key level of a resistance trend line. All of that indicates a possibility in the continuation of the fall. Also, not to mention that right here exactly we have the a strong resistance on the bracket of 1.171. Also, as a final confirmation, we can actually draw the Fibonacci from this high to this low, and as you can see, it actually matches with Fibonacci 38.2, which is of course the continuation retracement. Therefore, I would like to advise to sell the EURUSD after it rises to another 54 pips, and if we do, we can actually target the lowest level of a real support lies exactly right here at 1.147. This was of course here a fake breakout, and meanwhile here we had of course a real level of a support. Therefore we are actually hoping for the market to respect the same level of a real support, and if we sell from this area, our safe zone shouldn't actually be ranging higher than Fibonacci 61.8, which means it will be ranging for around 87 pips against 207 pips of profit. Let me now please write the signal for you. That will be all, my friends, for the EURUSD. Let's now move to the pound USD. Alright, so now for the pound USD on daily chart, we have here now a strong bearish momentum. How did we know it's a strong bearish momentum? Allow me please to show you something using the trend lines. A method that you can use actually to know and to confirm the direction of the trend. So as you can see right now, here we have of course a support trend line, and as you can see, this support trend line has been respected all the way until 26th of June 2025, and then as you can see, we had here of course a bearish breakout from that support trend line. Keep moving. Place the same trend line right on the next level of a support trend line, exactly right there. As you can see here also, we had another support trend line that indeed has been respected until we had another bearish breakout from that trend line, and it also became a resistance trend line. All of that of course indicates a bearish fall or a downtrend. Keep going. Let's place now the trend line right on the next level of a support trend line. So as you can see here, we have of course a support trend line number 1, number 2, and also another bearish breakout and another real level of a resistance trend line. Also indicates another continuation in the fall and another strength in the level from the sellers, which means pound USD, my friends, most likely is going to be bearish for this week, and most likely will continue to fall till it reaches the support exactly right here at the lowest level of a real support at 1.314. So until then, I would actually advise to consider shorting the pair. Let's now move to the 4-hour time frame. Now on the 4-hour time frame, we can see of course a massive rejection happened right here on the real level of a resistance at the bracket of 1.336. I would actually advise to consider selling the pound USD exactly on the same level right here exactly at 1.334. Because if we simply apply the Fibonacci retracement on the recent structure, we can see that this is almost Fibonacci 61.8. And since the market actually has made a bearish breakout below 61.8, most likely it will continue the fall below this area. That being said, let's consider selling the pound USD at 1.334, aiming the support at 1.314, aiming exactly 200 pips in our favor. And in this case, my friends, our safe zone actually shouldn't be ranging much higher than let's say in the middle between 38.2 and 23.6, which will be ranging for around 60 pips exactly against 200 pips in our favor. I believe it's a good risk to reward ratio. Let me know, please write the signal for you. That will be all, my friends, for the pound USD. Let's now move to the AUDUSD. Alright, so now for the AUDUSD, again, my friends, based on daily chart, we have here, of course, a real level of a support trend line has actually been respected, as we can see right here, multiple times on a real level of a support trend line, ignoring, of course, the fake breakout. So again, let me just make it clear for you. Here we had, of course, a real level of a support trend line, another big ass fake breakout, ignore that, continue, real level of a support trend line, as a small fake breakout, we can actually call it a real level of a support trend line. Another one, as you can see, has always been respected. Then finally here we have the bearish breakout happened. Now, the recent movement happened right here over the last few days doesn't really seem like a fake breakout. Most likely the AUDUSD will continue the rise a little bit more to retest the broken level of a support trend line, and hopefully will respect it and continue the fall from that point, considering that on the left, of course, we have here a strong real level of a resistance as well. That, my friends, is going to be the next level where we can actually expect to short the AUDUSD. That being said, I would recommend to sell the AUDUSD exactly right here at the resistance at 0.656, targeting the lowest level of a real support exactly at 0.641, aiming around, let's be accurate, 146 pips in our favor, and in this case the safe zone shouldn't actually be ranging much higher than the previous level of a key resistance, lies exactly at 0.663, which will be ranging for around 71 pips against 146 pips in our favor. Let me know, please write the signal for you. That will be all for this pair. Let's now move to the USDCAD. Alright, so now based on daily chart, as you can see, USDCAD so far, my friends, is falling, but in my opinion, most likely it will continue the rise for several reasons. Number one, based on daily chart, if we draw the Fibonacci from this high to this low right here, we can notice that actually the pair is going right now toward Fibonacci 38.2, and that's really interesting. Do you know why? Because here we had, of course, a broken structure, and actually in the last video we actually have pointed this structure. So most likely the USDCAD is going after making a bullish breakout from this level of Fibonacci 38.2 is to retest it again. So most likely it will bounce at 38.2, which is the continuation retracement, and also retesting the broken structure right here. And more importantly is, if we look at the left side, we can see here, of course, a strong key level for support that most likely is going to be respected again. Therefore, we're actually expecting from the USDCAD to continue the fall, bouncing right here and then continue toward 61.8. That will be, my friends, our next signal for this pair. And as a last confirmation, let's please apply now the magic of trend lines by simply draw it from this low right here to these two higher lows. So now what we can do next is simply place the same support trend line that we have just drawn here and just simply place it on the next level of a key support, which can be found exactly right here. Now we can confirm this because right here this support trend line, this support has also become here a resistance number 1, 2, 3, then fake breakout number 1, fake breakout number 2, and then the same level of a resistance was also respected one more time. That being said, we can actually expect from the USDCAD to fall a little bit more one more time, and hopefully the same support trend line right here will be actually respected. That being said, let's set our entry at 1.392, targeting Fibonacci or just a little bit lower than that, just like right here at 1.414, aiming around 220 pips in our favor. And in this case, the safe zone actually shouldn't be ranging much lower than the previous level of a real resistance, which we have already pointed at 1.384, which will be ranging for around 70 or let's say 80 pips against 217 pips in our favor. Let me now write the signal for you. That will be all, my friends, for the USDCAD. Let's now move to the USDJPY. Alright, so now on the USDJPY and based on daily chart, we can see a very clear level of a resistance trend line that has already been broken out from, and with very accurate entry has already become here a new support trend line. That indicates, of course, a continuation in the rise. Most likely, my friends, the USDJPY will continue the rise towards the key level of a resistance at 157.110. That being said, we actually have to consider buying this pair as soon as possible. Now, let's move to the 4-hour time frame. Alright, so now based on the 4-hour time frame, if we check the Fibonacci right on the recent structure that we have, right from this low right here to this high, we can notice that actually the pair is pointing at Fibonacci 38.2. But why exactly Fibonacci 38.2? Because, first of all, 38.2, my friends, is the continuation retracement, and also it was the strong key level of a support all the way. Also, it was the previous one lonely resistance, which has already been broken out from and became a support multiple times. That being said, our best chances with this signal would actually be waiting for this pair to fall a little bit more. Actually, that's not a little bit more, it's actually around 121 pips before we can start buying it. I'm sorry, but this is what the pair is giving us. I always advise to wait for the right moment to place our buy and sell. And as you can see, my friends, based on the 4-hour time frame, USDCPY is moving faster than that. So as we can see right here, within these two candles, the pair has already moved for around 112 pips. So therefore, waiting for it to reach this level is really nothing. So therefore, let's buy the USDJPY exactly at this area at 151.625, targeting at least the nearest level of a key resistance exactly right here at 154.570, which might actually give us around 300 pips, almost 300 pips in our favor. And in this case, the safe zone actually shouldn't be ranging much lower than Fibonacci 61.8, which will be ranging for around I would say 87 pips against almost 300 pips in our favor. I know, guys, this signal might take a while, but I really hope it's gonna worth it. Let me know, please write the signal for you. That will be all, my friends, for this pair. Let's now finally move to the Bitcoin. Alright, so now for the Bitcoin, I would like to show you something interesting. So this is right now the weekly chart. Alright, so now based on weekly candle, if we ignore this recent candle that we had, the current price action that we had last week, or actually 2 weeks ago, was actually indicating a strong bearish fall, especially knowing that this candle right here, if actually being spotted, making a bearish breakout from the real level of a support with a tiny wick at the top and longer tail at the bottom, it actually usually indicates a continuation in the fall. But it seems like the Bitcoin has actually beaten the price action, and as we can see, the last week candle has actually went bullish instead, which indicates a possible continuation in the rise, and for the Bitcoin to actually consider, for the Bitcoin to continue the rise, considering that here we had, of course, a previous level of a resistance that seems is so far still being respected as support. That being said, let's now move to the 4-hour time frame to determine our entry. Now, wait a second, guys, I would like to delete this one. Now back to the 4-hour time frame. So based on the 4-hour time frame, what we have right here on the recent structure that we have right here, of course, here we had a resistance trend line number 1, number 2, number 3 has indeed been broken out from with this strong bullish breakout candle. Now to find the best level to continue buying the pair, most likely we can expect right now from the Bitcoin to reverse upon the pressure of the current resistance and drop one more time, retesting the broken level of a resistance trend line, hoping to create here, of course, a new support trend line. This is support trend line, just to be clear, support trend line, and from that point onward, the Bitcoin hopefully will continue the rise. Now, to find the best level, we just simply need to draw the Fibonacci from this high right here to this low, and as we can see, we actually have ended up with Fibonacci 61.8 exactly right here at our desired level. And also not to mention that in the past, this was of course a broken real level of a resistance and also a real level of a support as well. That being said, let's wait for the Bitcoin to fall a little bit more to retest this level and buy at 111210, targeting at least the nearest level of a key support right here at 1196.59. And in this case, the safe zone shouldn't actually be ranging much lower than the previous level of a real support right here exactly at 108.261. Let me now please write the signal for you. And that will be all, my friends. I'm actually happy that I'm done with this video. I couldn't ignore doing it because you guys are my treasure, and I highly respect each and every viewer on this channel. And as a sign of respect, I cannot stop providing these analysis. And in the end, guys, of course, these analysis are shared for educational purpose. If you don't feel comfortable about it, then just simply do not trade it, or you can actually trade it with a demo account. But just make sure that you are actually always in the safe side as much as possible. Also, don't forget please to join our free channel of Telegram to receive any updates about these signals that you are getting on YouTube. Again, the channel name is Xtreme Trader Signals, and you can also find the link in the description below this video. So until then, my friends, I hope that was informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.